Now, the concept came up, what is a SI system? What is a SI system? Why we use it? See, when we talk about distance, suppose we consider FPS system, let us consider FPS system. Then CGS system, I already told you that in CGS system, the units over there, the unit of length, that is centimeter, is too small. Gram is also too small to be measured. Suppose you are going to buy potato. That means you want 5 kg of potato and you will going to a market, and what will you say? 5,000 grams of potato. That will be difficult. That will create a difficulty for you to measure anything. See, we basic needs that we need, the basic need that we buy for a month purpose, we used to buy 5 kg of flour, we use 5 kg of rice, and many more things. Suppose you need gram flour, then again you say I need 1 kg of gram flour. So that will be difficult if I say 1000 grams of gram flour is required, 5000 grams of rice is required, 5000 grams of flour is required. That is a very difficult thing to be followed on. That's why they say no, we cannot follow this CGS system. We need some more bigger unit that we can express in a right way. That's why they used kg in that place of mass. That's why they used MKS system. But now the thing is, why not FKS system? Then we talk about FKS system. I can show you that. If we talk about suppose 1 feet, this much I think you all know that 1 feet, I should say foot, the singular term for it. So I can say 1 foot is almost equals to how much? 12 inches. Okay. First difficulty of calculation, many a times if people says I am this much centimeter, I have this much centimeter of height, you will get confused. What the hell is he talking all about? I have to mark it in foot than inches. Still, we also use this type of things many a times. We use for the wooden calculation, for the wooden work, you need to calculate in foot. For height, we used to use foot system. But yes, it's okay. But for the standard measurement, we use meters only. Then this concept came up again. One more concept arises, that is 1 yard. And let me tell you, this 1 yard almost equals to 3 feet. Plural term is feet, singular term is foot. Then we call it yards. There is one more term that is called furlong. Yes, this furlong term is almost equals to 220 yards. Difficult one. How to calculate 220 yards every time? That means whenever you need to calculate 1 furlong, you need to multiply with, suppose they are saying 3 furlong, then you can say 3 into 220 yards. This much is the distance. When we talk of furlong and the larger unit for it, 8 furlong is equals to around 1760 yards. 760. I'm marking it YRD. Please consider it 1760 yard, and this is equals to, or this is equals to 1 mile. So if a person is saying I want to go to this place and this place is around 2467 miles. So if you need to convert it into yards, what do you need to do? 2476 miles, and to convert it into yards to a smaller unit, what do you need to do? You need to multiply this with this. Difficult one, obviously. It will going to create a difficulty when it comes to calculation system. So in those system, we need an ease of calculation that can be very much comfortable for us. For those things, why we use MKS system, or I can say SI system, there are a few advantages for it that I haven't mentioned, except the one, that is uniform measurement. We use SI system. It is firstly, let me tell you what is this SI system definition is called about. The SI system is called as System Day Internationally. I should write it. It's System Day Internationally, and for that in our English notation, that is SI notation we can call it, international system of units, and is an extended system of units applied to whole physics. This system is applicable for the whole physics system. We all over the universe, all over the world, this type of calculation used to be preferred. So why we use it? Thing is, why we use it? I can say around 1971, around 1971, this MKS system. We all know MKS system. It's meter, kilograms and second. This system, MKS system, has been considered in SI system only. This has been preferred in SI system only. Now you will say, okay, ma'am, we have got this, that the system is used as SI system. But can we say that foot pound a second can also be included? As I have told you, that is giving a tough calculation, a difficult calculation for our sorting purpose. So in that case, they said, okay, if we talk about metric system, we should know its advantages also. All right, we already got the advantage that we can do calculation very easily. So they have given it some names as a benefits of MKS system. So let's write it down. So why MKS system is considered in SI system? This is the biggest question. Well, when we talk about, I have already explained you that FPS system, when we talk about foot, that is not a reasonable output. That is not a reasonable point that we have to keep it. Okay, so with that note, they said, no, this cannot be work. Then they said, what can be work then? Then they said, try a CGS system. They said it is very small. Okay, it is very small. We consider it. Then it's come up to be, we need something, a metric system that can ease my calculation. See, I have explained it earlier also. I'm marking it here as I need much space for it. See, this is meter. This is again going to be, I want yellow color. Okay. Yes. If I say this is an MKS system, this MKS system, suppose it is a meter. After meter, there is a before meter, I can say. There is a decimeter. Now, see, that's a decimeter. Then centimeter, I can say. Then millimeter. Millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter. Then what would be there? Deca. It's decameter. That's decameter. After that, that's hectometer. And after that, that is kilometer. Now you will say, why it is small k? Kilometer why marked as small k? Because capital K is already given to someone. Now you say, who is that? Kelvin, the temperature coefficient, na? We have already given that the importance. Then they said, okay, it's okay, we will compromise with this term. But what about other units? I say I'll tell you later on about all those units also. See, that's kilometer. It's I used to learn it like milli, centi, deci, then blank, deca, hecto, kilo. If I need to mark meter, I can mark meter. If I want to mark gram, then I can mark gram. This is gram. Yes, that's gram. That could be liter. That could be anything, whatever unit you need to use. Okay, in MKS system, this is the beautiful thing that only with the multiplication and division method we can put on our value. Suppose I have 1 meter of cloth, or okay, suppose I have 1 meter of cloth. I want a calculation in it, and I say 1 decimeter. Suppose I have 1 decimeter of cloth. I want to convert it into meter. Then what I need to do? 1 upon 10 meter. If I need to convert it into centimeter, 1 upon 100 meter. If I have millimeter, then 1 upon 1000. Okay, so 1 upon 1000 meter. So calculation is so simple. If we talk about changing it to kilometer and hectometer and decameter. That is also very simple. If I say I have a unit that is 1 decameter, marking here as decameter. I need to convert it into meter, 10 meters. Then I want hectometer, that is 100 meter. If I want kilometer, 1 kilometer, that is 1000 meters. You all know 1 kilometer, 1000 meters, 1000 meters, liters, grams. We use that. Okay. So there are basically, these are the first, this is the first advantage of a metric system. That's why it is used in SI system also. So why it is considered an SI system? Reason is it ease the calculation, it makes the calculation simple, and we can calculate many more units, other units, by defining these type of 100 multiples for it. Okay. The second thing, metric system is easier to convert into smaller and larger unit. That is first thing. Ease of conversion. Ease of conversion. That is the first advantage. Then second, what is the second advantage of it? Second advantage is rationalized system. Now, what this is all about? We have heard about rational numbers, but this rationalized system is difficult to understand. What do you mean by that? That's a rationalized system. Okay, so what is this rationalized system called as? See, there are 3 units. I can say for energy, the work that has been done by me in doing a jogging and all. I have burnt around 5000 calories, 500 calories of mine. Okay, 500 calories burned by me, that is my loss of energy. Okay, so I can say energy. I have burned 100 kilocalories, so that is the first unit of energy. Should keep it left so that I can write it complete. Okay, so that is the first unit I'm going to define, that is a calorie. Okay, after that there is one more confusion. See, energy is computed, energy is calculated with the help of Joule system. Okay, we will do that. He said whenever we calculate kinetic energy, potential energy in physics, we try to use Joule in that. Okay, accepted. And as you all have been passed from grade 10th, you must have been calculated the energy consumption of your house. Like you always try to recharge your meters, electric meters, that how much energy is consumed. So for that, you people use kilowatt hour system. Now there is a big chaos. How could the system will be applied? They said we are not at all concerned about calories. None of our concern. We are not concerned about kilowatt hour. We can explain all of these things with help of Joule. So for energy, Joule is a standard unit for me. Okay, Joule is a standard unit for me. And I am going to use Joule. That is called as rationalized system. We did unification of units. There is calories, there is joule, there is kilowatt hour, but I have just unified all of them and found the value in form of joule. Then if I want to find out in kilowatt hour and calories, that is my own will, if I need to do it in their standard units or their specific units in which we want. Okay. So here it is. Two benefits of MKS system, why they are used in SI system. We got that. Now the third, and is also a very important system, why we use it. Then there is third part is coherency. Coherency. I know you all have heard about coherent. May I know what is a coherent called as? Any idea? I know you must be knowing it. So what do you mean by coherent system? See, let me take an example. 1 kg of mass, see, it is there. 1 kg of mass when applied with 1 meter per sec square of acceleration. If there is a 1 kg of mass and it experienced an acceleration of 1 meter per sec square, then I can say there must be a force implied on them of 1 Newton. I can say 1 unit mass into unit acceleration is a result of unit force. That means if I product 1 unit of individual, I can say yes. If I say a single unit, you can write its definition: 1 units of fundamental quantity. I'm marking in a short form. You can mark it ONE. 1 units fundamental quantity. 1 unit of fundamental quantity. 1 unit fundamental quantity make 1 unit of derived quantity. Then notation has been changed. I need different color that will be visible. Make 1 unit of derived quantity. 1 unit of fundamental quantity make 1 unit of derived quantity. What does it mean? It actually means if I have a unit mass quantity, mass is a fundamental quantity, though acceleration is also a derived quantity, but right now as we are deriving a second, we are doing a second derivation of unit, we are deriving second derivation, second unit, then it is also considered as a, you can call it fundamental unit also, but no, it is actually a derived quantity. But one unit of both these unit which we need to derive a single unit, each unit of them if got product, they will produce a unit of output unit, yani ki derived unit. So that is called a coherency, which cannot be done in, you can say, FPS system, as there are a number of calculations that won't be possible, that unit multiplication of them will give a unit multiplication, unit output of derived quantity. So that's all about why we need MKS system and why MKS system got included in this FKS system. Sorry, SI system, not FKS. Why it is not getting rubbed? All right, so sorry for it. Okay, let's proceed. See, other than these units, meter, kilogram, second, there are other units also. You can call it for light. You all have seen a candle. For candela, as it is a symbol of luminous intensity, luminosity, it is a first unit that is called candela. This is for luminosity. What it is called for? Luminosity. Yes. Then come up to mole. 1 mole, that is amount of substance. This is used for amount of substance. Yes, absolutely correct. Then Kelvin, standardized temperature. This is used for temperature. We used to call it thermodynamic temperature. Okay. Then there is meter. We all know about meter also. Meter is what? It is a SI unit of length. Obviously, we have discussed about it. Second, we all know this is about time. Then ampere we know. Yes, if we say volt is a voltage is also there. Volt is a unit of it. That must be SI unit. No, they actually considered the flow of charge, because flow of charge or presence of charge is a reason how electrical system got developed. The motion of charge creates, or existence of charge creates the electrical force. Okay, electrical unit, all the electrical unit. That's why they used ampere for it. I'm going to explain you how they define ampere. Okay, so that is electric current, standard unit for electric current. We can derive voltage and resistance, each and every other units with this unit only, electric current. Okay, for ampere we use electric current, and we all know about mass. We have a lot of discussion about it. That is a standard unit of mass. So these are the international system of units in which we define number one, mass, kilogram, length, meter, time, second. These three units we know. Rest other units are ampere for electric current, candela for luminous intensity or luminosity, mole, amount of substance, we all know, we already studied it in grade 9, and then Kelvin, that is temperature. So with that note, I am going to explain you how all these units are explained with a proper definition. Let me tell you one more very important thing that should be used by you, that is who control them, who look after all these SI system. Then there is a term used, National Physical Laboratory. That's national. I'm rubbing length. I hope you all know what I mean about length. National Physical. See, if there would be any kind of changes which has to be made, all these things are looked after with through National Physical Laboratory, which is for India only. It is situated in India. Okay, so this is an authority that look after the system of the system in India. Okay, all the units and measurement and its calculation, SI units, all has been looked after by this particular firm. Okay, so with that note, I would hope you like the lecture. I hope you get to know how this SI system is defined, how this MKS system has been picked up from CGS, FPS and MKS, and it has been selected to be preferred in international system. And with these three units, MKS, mass, length and time, other 4 units has also come in SI system. Okay, so with that note, I would like to end up my lecture.